Within this segment, we're going to be talking about the book Atomic Habits and unpacking a couple of their ideas and ideologies in it. So where did you first find the book?
I found the book, to be honest, when I went on my journey and I got my habits together, I didn't know about the book.
Yeah.
And then obviously some of the things I've done was without the book, but then I fine-tuned certain things with the book.
Yeah, and that helped you like build the program.
With the program,
Cool.
Because obviously nobody's going to listen to me. Who am I? If I tell about somebody like as famous as James Clear and use his method, and the chance of people listening to me is high. But anyway, the book is the very first book we'll be showcasing in our program. Because I told about tools we need to get this program, which will be knowing the science of habit, willpower. Third thing would be mindset, and fourth thing would be letting go of our ego.
Yeah.
So thereby, let's talk about the first thing, habit, and the first book, Atomic Habits, today. Yeah. So with Atomic Habits, I think it's about basically telling people not to go for a huge goal. Let's say you want to be a gym junkie, okay? And then you think, Amelia's thinking, all right, I'm going to be fit tomorrow, and then you're going to go for a gym today and do about 2-hour workout, You buy the gym membership, and then you go for 2 hours, everything is perfect. But then, what are the chances of you repeating that tomorrow again, another 2 hours, another 2 hours?
It's a really big goal to have straight away.
Straight away, yeah. So what he's saying is, if you want to do 100 push-ups, aspire to do 1 push-up every day, just one. Just one every day. And thereby, obviously, you're not going to stop at 1. You do 2, 3, or whatever. Yeah. But even on a real bad day, you still do 1 push-up. So essentially, you're not breaking that habit cycle.
Because it's a really small goal to stick by.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's the core of the Atomic Habit book there.
Because personally, I have found it really hard. Because that's basically what I've been trying to do is trying to become more fit and go to the gym more often. And because I don't really have a lifestyle that's very structured, because I do a lot of different things.
Oh, okay.
I just have to very much push myself to do that and follow those goals, to go to the gym sometimes. Yeah. So
we can talk about that later. I suppose the reason we say small habits make a big difference is in the book itself, James is saying about a pilot going on a flight, or we could make an analogy of, let's say, ship on an ocean, going from point A to B, and then it veers off course by about, let's say, 1 to 2 degrees. Over a period of 1 day, it won't make a difference, but over a period of 1 year, 10 years, that 1 degree cross will be a huge change.
Yeah.
It'll be same for the human behavior. If I want to be fit today, just because I run today, it won't make a hell of a lot of difference. I'll be the same unfit person. But if I do it consistently every day for about 30 days, one year, then obviously you become the person you are. Same for bad habits. If you eat a pizza one night, it won't make you unhealthy. But if you do a pizza every day for the 30 days, your belly start to go up.
It's just about having that balance as well. Yeah.
I think one of the things the book is trying to say is, let's say you want to be healthy, or you want to quit smoking. Don't think about the negative side. Let's say somebody offers you a smoke. One person might say, no, I'm trying to quit. Then the other person might say, no, I'm not a smoker. It's the same thing.
But slightly different.
Slightly different, yeah. When second person say, I'm not a smoker, he's taken on an identity.
Yeah.
Of being a non-smoker. He is a smoker, but he's taken on an identity of being a non-smoker. Now, whenever I go out also, whenever I see steps, I take it. I don't take the elevator. Because in my mind, I'm not a lazy person. I think I'm an active person looking for exercises. Likewise, So if I see junk food, I don't eat it because I'm thinking I'm a healthy person, right? You know? Likewise.
Because it's telling yourself that you're...
Yeah. So is that you believe, let's say you want to be Amelia Part 2, who's very active, run a marathon, you know, then what you have to do is you have to reframe yourself as, now you're an artistic person now, into arts, you know, everything. But then you think, I want to be more physically active also. Then you have to change your personality, saying, I'm Amelia, I'm a artistic person, as well as I'm a
athlete.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
when you put that mindset and personality into you, subconsciously you'll work towards it. Right?
And it doesn't become so much as a chore anymore as well. It's just like part of who you are.
Part of who you are, exactly. Part of who you are. You know? So I think in this book they talk about habit formation, how habits are formed. For example, they talk about this experiment where they put a cat into a box, you know, and within the box there is a lever. The cat need to find the lever. Once you press it, the cat is escaping, right? And then obviously, then on the other side there'll be some food or something like that, you know. Initially, when you put a cat into the box there, it's going to struggle. It's going to take time to find the lever, but after second, third, fourth, fifth, seventh attempt, he'll escape within few seconds. After a while, that process become habitual. That's where the problems start to happen, for the better or the worse side. Because I'm going to try to break down habit into 4 parts, you know, which would be cue, which will be the cue. In the case of the cat, it will be being stuck in the cage.
Yeah. Okay. So like the problem
there, you know?
What you start with.
Exactly, you know. And then you got the craving, which will be to be free, to be eating that food.
The goal.
You know? And then you have the action, which will be to find the lever. And then you have the reward, which will be to be free and to eat that food. It's the same logic for any habit. Right? Let's say, Amelia, a long time ago when I used to come home every day, I would be coming home about 6 or 7 after seeing a lot of patients, stressed out, pissed off, you name it, you know. I come home and I see my kids, you know, and then the cue is I am stressed out, I'm emotionally drained, and then what I do is I just take a glass of wine. And then what happened? My cue is my stress or coming home, and then the stress, and then you have the glass of wine for the first day. Let's imagine you had never drank wine, and that's your first sip of wine. What happens? You take that sip of wine for the first time in your whole life, you feel a bit relaxed, right? And then you achieve that situation. Right? The next day when you come home, if you do it second time around, that habit loop becomes more stronger.
Yeah.
More
so
strong.
Every time it becomes,
you do it, right?
Stronger.
And the funny thing is, when the cat does that for the very first time, her brain is very active, looking, finding the lever. Where is it? Right? But the longer you do it, after a while, when the brain becomes so accustomed to it, the brain starts to lower the action. Right? It's a way the brain is trying to preserve energy. Because when habit is created, it is running on subconscious level. Right? You don't even know. You come home after a while, you take the smoke out, you know, without realizing the smoke is in your hand. You know why? Because it's now subconscious. Right? Because your brain is a machine which is very efficient. It needs to preserve energy. The way it preserves energy is, after a while, certain habits will be actual habits, so they go into your lower level, right? Which is not in your conscious level, right? Okay, so that's why I talk about the habit cue, the craving, and then you have the action and the reward, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. The problem is when you have that cue, that all 4 sequence. Let's say for the first time when you're smoking, let's say you're taking a smoke, let's say you never smoked, I never smoked. The very first time you're smoking, you either feel disgusted, or you will feel that nicotine rush, and then that calmness there.
Yeah.
But after, let's say, you do it 1,000 times, what happens is initially the craving happens at the end there. The what you call your happiness of smoking comes at the end. But when you do it for a long time, the craving happens even before the action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you haven't even started it yet and you still want it. Yeah.
Exactly. That's where the problem is. That's where the addiction is born. And
that can happen with like a lot of things, right? Like because nicotine, obviously, like you get that craving from it, but the same thing with junk food, right?
Junk food,
because it's that initial like want for it.
Yeah, junk food, it could be watching TV, it could be gambling, it could be gaming. The same thing, And different people have different cues. I mean, for somebody, it could be smoking when the person is stressed out. Other person could be smoking when with their friends.
Just different triggers or
different triggers there. Okay.
situations. And
yeah.
Stuff. Yeah.